Merry Christmas, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am going to be doing a very brief, quick podcast because I've had numerous people actually say that they wish I would do some fast ones. So that's what today will be. And we are going to talk about 5 tips to a meaningful Christmas. So I'm actually doing this on 2 different screens. So if you see me looking back and forth, if you're watching this live, not that you'd be watching it live. If you're watching it in video form, then you will see that. So I just want to start out by saying thank you so much to everyone who has listened so far. I've gotten so many texts from you guys, so many people reaching out saying, Janelle, I've been listening to your podcast. It's so good. I really liked when you talked about this, or this really helped me think about this. That means the world to me. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for listening. It means so much. And I'm always open to hearing about topics that you want to hear, the things that are really going to impact your life. That's what I want to talk about. So, like I said, today we're going to talk about 5 tips to a meaningful Christmas. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I feel like this time of year, it's so easy to be running around, stressed out. And I think today is the climax. So today is Monday, December 23rd. Christmas is in 48 hours. And if you're anything like me, you probably still have stuff to do. You probably still have presents to buy. You probably still have presents to wrap, food to buy for the gatherings, etc. And I just want you to know that's okay. So the first tip is it's okay if it's not perfect. I think so often with these type of holidays, we want it to all be perfect, especially because movies make it look perfect and marketing makes it look perfect. And like, I don't know, girls who are doing cute like Christmas Instagram photo shoots look perfect. And so we want to evoke this specific feeling, and all of our feelings are heightened because it's like, it's Christmas. And so we're frustrated when things don't go perfectly or when we have these negative emotions that you shouldn't be feeling, quote unquote, over Christmas. And so just release yourself from the expectation of it all having to be perfect, of it all having to look a certain way. It's okay if it doesn't all look a certain way. It's okay if it's not perfect. Just continue to remind yourself that. Like, as soon as you feel yourself getting stressed and overwhelmed, just like, it's okay if it's not perfect. There'll be more Christmases, first of all. So that's one thing. Second of all, nothing in life is perfect. I don't know why we're expecting Christmas to be any more perfect. I think it reminds me of like my wedding day. You know, everyone on their wedding day is like, it goes so fast. It just flies right by. I think every day kind of flies by. You just don't want your wedding day to fly by. So that's why it feels even faster than usual. But it's just a normal 24-hour day. So think of it like that. Christmas is it's an amazing day, but it's just a 24-hour day. It doesn't have to be so much pressure. My second tip is be grateful. I know, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. It's all over the place. It's like a hot topic right now. But you guys, there's a reason why it's a hot topic. Um, Frankie and I were watching It's a Wonderful Life recently, and if you've ever seen It's a Wonderful Life, it's about a guy who he gets in trouble, especially financially, and he wants to end his life because he's just so frustrated by his lack of finances. And he's like going to go to jail if he doesn't come up with this money. And probably most of you have watched it. If you haven't watched it, go watch It's a Wonderful Life. But every year when I watch that movie, I cry every single year because it makes me realize that it's so easy to focus on all the missing pieces. Like, oh, like I wish that I don't know. I remember when I was single, especially, I would always be like, if I had a guy, that would make this holiday so special and so perfect. And while yes, having Frankie in my life does make this holiday so special, holidays before Frankie were also special. And in fact, it actually makes me even more grateful to have Frankie in my life now because I realize how much I wanted my significant other in the picture at the time. So it helps me be more grateful. But a lot of times when we fix one area of our life and we're more grateful in that area, we end up finding other things to be less grateful for. So one really easy tip, I did this morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. I do that every morning. And so I think that writing down things you're grateful for helps with anxiety. That's something I have a lot of my clients do is if you're feeling anxious, write down a list of as many things as you can think of that you're grateful for, even if they're small and weird. So today I wrote, I'm grateful for Frankie dancing in the kitchen last night while making dinner. I'm grateful for my new fur blanket from West Elm. It's soft and cozy. I'm grateful I have great presents for everyone that I can't wait to give. And just making a list of simple little things. It can be your coffee, it can be a new blanket, it can be dancing in the kitchen. It doesn't matter. Just make a list of things you're grateful for and try your best. Some of you listening might be like, Janelle, I literally don't think there's anything to be grateful for. You don't understand my situation. And you're right. I probably don't fully understand your situation. So I'm not trying to make light of some of the hardship you might be going through. But just like in It's a Wonderful Life, it's realizing there are things to be grateful for and your life matters. And there's a reason why you're here right now. Okay, cool. So that brings me to number 3, and that is it's okay that you're rushing around. It's okay. Once again, let's just release the pressure and the expectations of what you feel like you should have done better or differently. I think sometimes, like I was at Target yesterday buying so much stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's 3 days before, 72 hours. And there's a part of me that's like, why didn't you do this sooner? Like, what are you thinking? It's so easy to like be negative in that moment. But instead of being negative and thinking like why you should have done it sooner, why it should have been a better way, even if a present is going to come in late because you just got it on Amazon Prime today, so it's not going to get here until the 26th or whatever. It's okay. The person's still going to get the present, or like the the dinner's still going to happen. So what if you were to, instead of just being so frustrated with yourself for rushing around, you just let yourself be okay with it. Give yourself some freaking grace. It's Christmas. It's kind of like back when I used to be in college, I used to procrastinate a lot, and I'd always feel so much guilt around the procrastination. I'd be like, you shouldn't have procrastinated. And it's like, as I'm studying for a test, I'm beating myself up about having procrastinated. But I kept doing it every single time. So, and I did pretty well. So it wasn't like I procrastinated so much that I was like sucking at life necessarily. So what if I were to just have changed my mindset then and been like, it's okay that I procrastinated a little bit. That's what you do. So instead of beating yourself up while you do it, just enjoy your life while you do it. So today, if you're running around doing errands, and if you're listening to this on your way to Target or on your way to whatever, the mall, to go get last minute presents, instead of beating yourself up about the last minuteness and I should have done this sooner, I wish it was different, and there's so many people here, I wish I would, just embrace the mess, embrace the craziness and be like, have fun. Gosh, how silly is it that I waited the last minute, but it's kind of cool to be at the mall where I can people watch 1,000 people, and yeah, there's lines, but I can look at, I don't know, different people's fashion styles or something while I'm in line and pick up some new fashion ideas here at the mall or whatever. Find something to be grateful for while you're in that line. So yeah, it's okay that you're rushing around. Number 4, create time in the next 2 to 3 mornings to do something meaningful or create a little bit of space. So really might just be 5 minutes on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, maybe it's the rest of the year. I know I talk about this all the time. If anyone's listening, they're like, Janelle, you talk about morning routines every single day. I don't have time for a morning routine. Like, I'm gonna be with family, there's gonna be 1,000 kids running around, we're all gonna be in this cabin in the mountains or whatever. You can find 5 minutes. Friggin' lock yourself in a bathroom and pretend like you're pooping if you need to, okay? You can find 5 minutes to sit there and just breathe. Inhale, exhale. Just create space in the mornings for 5 minutes. Maybe you're looking at the Christmas tree. Maybe it just means turning off your phone and setting, well, a lot of times I set a 5-minute timer and I close my eyes for 5 minutes. I just inhale and exhale. Sometimes I think about things. Sometimes I try to let those thoughts go and just be present in the moment. But I swear, even just 5 minutes of doing this during the holidays is so, so, so crucial. So 5 minutes every morning for the next few mornings. Just make the time, make the space. You won't regret it. Number 5, you don't have to love every part of this holiday. Mind blown. Mind blown. You don't have to love every part of this holiday. Maybe you don't enjoy hanging around your cousins or something. I don't know. I mean, I do enjoy my family, so there's that. Mom, dad, cousins, anyone listening, I love you guys. But obviously, we all know there's interesting tensions. Like if you're single. I don't know why I always go back to that, but apparently that was a struggle of mine. and I talk to a lot of women and men, and I know it's a struggle for you guys too. It gets so old when people constantly are asking the relationship question, like, "Do you have a boyfriend yet? Do you have a boyfriend? What what's the dating stuff?" People mean well when they ask, but at the end of the day, sometimes you get sick of like, you're like, it's already painful. I already am not happy about the fact that I'm single, and here you are rubbing it in my face. Um, so anyway, all I go to say, you don't have to love every part of it. It's okay if there's pieces you don't like. I guess one of the main themes is like release the pressure of expectations that you think it should look a certain way. It's okay if you don't like the ham that your mom serves. Mom, I don't like ham, but that's okay. It's okay if you don't, I don't know, there's going to be parts you don't like. This is not a Hollywood movie. This is your life. This is real life, just like your job, just like anything else in life. There are parts that you don't necessarily love, and it's okay that it's not a movie. Okay. And I'm actually going to throw in one extra that came to me this morning. So this is number 6, and then we're going to wrap it up, people. I'm going to do so good. This is like a 13-minute episode. Yes. Finances. I know at this time of year, a lot of times after you've spent a lot of money on other people, maybe you're at Target trying to buy presents for other people, but then you kept seeing things that you really wanted. So you kind of kept buying some things for yourself too. I mean, that's normal, right? We all do that. So maybe your credit card's all maxed out, or maybe you are like super low in the bank account right now, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is such an expensive holiday. It's so annoying how much money I spend. Girl or boy, change your mind. Stop thinking about how much money it is. Stop thinking about how low your bank account is. Stop focusing on the negative. Let's focus on the abundance right now. You've been this low before, most likely, in your bank account through the holidays. Maybe you're at an all-time low. That's okay too. More money is coming your way. And I love what Jen Sincero says in her book, You Are a Badass at Making Money, which I am listening to now for the second time because it's such a good book and I'm working on my money mindset. But what she says is what you appreciate appreciates. So if you are appreciating generosity or appreciating the fact that money is a readily available resource, money is all around you. There's lots of people that have lots of money. So if you aren't one of them, that comes down to your money mindset. So anyway, this isn't meant to be a preachy money mindset thing. All I'm trying to say is that it's going to be okay. Don't focus on the lack. Don't let your brain go to negative places about how low your bank account is or how much money you spent. Just appreciate money. Appreciate that you were able to buy presents for people, or appreciate that you were able to do something financially during this season. And if maybe you weren't able to, and that's really, really, really tough. And I bet some of the people listening wouldn't even understand what that would be like to not even be able to spend money during this season. So if you were able to spend money this season, I think that's a gift in and of itself. So just realize more money is coming your way soon. Be grateful for the money. It's okay that your bank account is low right now because more money is coming your way. Don't let yourself stress about finances during this time. Okay, so that is it. Those are my 5 tips for a meaningful Christmas. I hope this has been helpful for some of you guys. I hope it's helped maybe just have a fresh breath of air. And if anything, a couple big inhales and exhales. Let's do one last one together. It's going to be a beautiful Christmas. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be beautiful. There are moments to be grateful for. Yes. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening. I cannot wait to connect with you guys again soon. Have a very, very, very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. But there'll be another podcast before the new year because it's going to be about nutrition and working out, because we all know that's on a lot of people's mind with the new year. Bye. All right, you guys, peace out. Merry Christmas. Mwah.